So I'm a bit late to the party, and I'm pretty sure we can all tell that about now. The game's been out for a bit now. I'm level 18. Could have made this before. Chose not to. But yet again, as much as I'm enjoying this game, I do have a lot of problems that are making me hate the game. So I'm going to talk about them about now. Yeah, let's get into it. First thing I want to talk about is map design. Now, if you've played the game, you'll know that there's a whole load of different variations of game modes. There's like 20v20 TDM, there's normal TDM, there's 20v20 domination, stuff like that. There's loads of other game modes, there's ground war and stuff. But I feel like they intended every map on this game to be played in ground war because, first of all, if you haven't played the map, like in normal TDM 6v6, there's the map Piccadilly. Now, if you haven't played it, if you ever come up for it, just either leave or don't play in the map because, first of all, the map is fucking monstrous. Playing in 6v6, you'd be lucky if you get up to 5 kills in a game, just for the simple fact of how big it is. You spawn on one side, your teammates, the enemy, spawns on the other side. It takes you a good solid minute to find anybody, and by the time you find someone, if you die, you're getting spawned back in your own spawn, which is about a good week's worth of walking away from where you died. And yet again, there's a lot of camping in that map, just for the simple fact there's a building at one end, it's like some clothes shop, people just sit up there in a window, you get sniped. See you all the way back to your spawn, buddy. Yet again, there's some maps that are good, like the map I'm playing or in the gameplay right now, Gunrunner, I believe it's called. That map isn't too bad, but you get in, it's not, like the maps aren't amazing, and you don't get many. I think there's up to like, I think I only remember playing like 4 or 5, probably just 4 maps in this. Now I'd say Hackney Yard is still good, I enjoyed that from the beta and I still enjoy it right now, so you've done a good job on some maps, not all of the maps. Second thing I want to talk about is score streaks. First of all, some score streaks are absolutely piss. The cluster strike, I believe, which is the one where you point the laser, that's absolute piss on the game. The personal radar is absolute piss. First of all, if you don't use it, because it shows your location, so I wouldn't recommend using it. And it can be handy if you're in a tight situation, but just don't use it. What else is there? Yeah, first of all, another thing, when you get UAV, if you want another one, you're gonna have to die to be able to use the second one, because they don't allow you to re-roll or get your streaks more than once in a life, which in my opinion needs to be changed. You could do that on other games, why not be able to do it now? Another thing I want to talk about is the mini-map. Now obviously from the beta, everybody was annoyed because the mini-map didn't have dots on it, and that greatly changed how the game was played, because not like a lot of people like to look at the mini-map to know where enemies are. If someone's shooting, you see a red dot, you're like, right, enemies there, I either go towards, or I maneuver around, or I just stay back and let them push you. In this game, a lot of people just sit in corners and camp. Now the gameplay that I am using now, I somehow managed to actually do well in this game. I believe I got 20 and 5, get a chopper. This is by far my best game on the full release, and I'm honestly surprised I managed to get this good of a game. There may be some chops in between, to be honest with you, it's just the recording, it just breaks sometimes, so just ignore that. Now another thing, I'm really enjoying the weapons and stuff like that. First of all, if you want to use a weapon that you don't actually have unlocked, like say for example you're like 20 odd levels away from it, you can use that weapon if you have a blueprint for it, but you just can't add other attachments to it. You have to use the ones that are on that blueprint. Yeah, this game, to be honest, I know there is fixes like spawns, I believe they're looking into fixing stuff like that. Dead silence, first of all, is not dead silence in this game. So like, first of all, you're not silent, you're just less loud. You're not as loud as you were before. It does reset after each kill you get, so you can run around longer with it on. Claymores are an absolute joke. That's another thing. If you want to really get past them, put on IOD to reduce the damage from them. They should genuinely consider putting dead silence as a perk rather than a special ability, because if you haven't played this game, walking around, you're like an elephant on fucking, I don't know, the creakiest wooden floor ever, because you can hear someone from a mile away, and if you're trying to sneak or get a ninja defuse and search, people can hear you coming from a mile away, so it's very annoying. The games play very slowly, like if you look at me, I'm constantly running, and because I'm constantly running, I double tap, which makes me run quicker, and when I'm constantly running afterwards, I can't let my fast sprint actually recharge because I want to get around the map quickly. There you go, people. The amount of campers in this game is ridiculous. Thankfully I didn't run into them too much in this match, but that's honestly the most annoying thing in this game. We almost lost this as well, but teammates came up clutch. I'm really trying to think what else is. There's probably loads more that shotgun. There's probably yeah, shotguns are very bleeding strong. I believe it's the hammer variant of some. I can't remember. It's the big long shotgun, and it can one shot you from like 30 yards away. But yeah, that's really a lot of the things that I have in this game that are a main problem. One thing that I think should be done is for one weekend, what they should do is put the radar back to normal for one weekend, have dead signs put as a perk for one weekend, and see how different the gameplay is. And if we can play in the same way, revert it, let us get used to the new game and how it's played. And if it's not, and if people are seeing a good in the change, just keep it the way it is. You know what I mean? Like, just keep the changes into the game. So if you enjoyed this video, don't forget to leave a like. If you agree with a lot of stuff I say, I know a lot of people have said what I said before. I just want to, put my opinion on them out. But yeah, if you enjoyed this video, don't forget to leave a like. You want to see more content like this or content in general, don't forget to subscribe. And I'll see you all in the next video. Peace.